Hello, guys. Welcome to Akah and Claire Pod. This is our first podcast, our first audiovisual content for the year, so I'm excited. And it is in the month of
Whoop, whoop,
love.
whoop.
First of all, I'm excited to be doing this with you, Claire.
Thank you.
I'm glad that we got to do this. A lot has happened, okay? Like, so many things have been going haywire. I'm rushing. She has so much work to do. I have so much work to do, but we're like, we have to do this. So I'm grateful that we're here. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you.
Anyways, today we're going to be talking about could this be love?
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like this was the right time to talk about stuff like this. I mean, Valentine's season. We're still in Valentine's season. The Valentine's Day just went by, and I've just been like, look, there's so much in society happening. It's now as if or as though relationship, marriage, love is now a tool of oppression. It's like they're using it to choke people. And then again, even when you don't mean to, people are by themselves entering the pressure.
That's their headache. I was
They're
going to say, is it the
God.
people that get married that are choking people, or the people that are deciding they want to be choked?
Both.
Okay. Oh.
I really truly think that it's both. What do people think love is? Because people are rushing to enter into this relationship. I have so much love. I want somebody to love me. I want to receive love. And it seems as though love is just all about like the private jets life, buying Gucci, private dinners, going out to buy shoe. But they don't understand what love truly is. Because again, I want people to listen to this episode and feel like they have a little bit of an understanding or a better understanding of what love is. So could this be love? Is it about the mega weddings? Like, how much was our wedding?
8 million.
It was 9 million.
Mhm.
If I say so
It
myself.
was 8
It was
million.
9.
8 and something. It was
In
not up
those
to 9.
days, 9 million. That's about now 90M.
Our wedding, yeah, but our wedding was not outrageous.
It wasn't
We're not-
outrageous.
it-
It was
we're trying
cute.
to-
It was small. We wanted
to
a small
host
wedding.
500 people.
We
It
wanted
was
to
on a
host
Monday.
less.
Wanted to host less, but it ended up being 500 plus. Not up to. It wasn't a lot of people. We really stuck to a very tight budget. I was looking at money and I was like, I'd rather have this money after my wedding in my house. I'd rather have a very nice, interior decor, nice bed sheets than to spend money on food and,
And like funny you say that because like when we were getting married, it's not even as though we had the money per se, even if we wanted to go loud. We didn't have the money. So again, some people might argue that this wedding is basically subjective. Your tight budget and our tight budget. We're not going to say my tight budget can be 50 million. I mean, I'm like, another person's tight budget can be 500K. But anyways, what is love? Let's center back to what this episode is all about. Could this be love? What is love? Let's first define what love is.
love is you, baby.
Oh my God, Claire.
Love is Christ. Love is what we initially think is an emotion, but it's a decision. I think it's just like deciding to eat breakfast. Like you can decide you don't want to eat, you want to eat, right? There is that hunger, there is that need, but then you deciding when, how, you choose love. It's a decision because you can really dislike someone and get to a point where you actually choose to love and show love.
So let me just check the dictionary meaning for love. It says a strong affection for another arising out of kinship or personal ties. Maternal love for a child, that's an example. Number 2, attraction based on sexual desire, affection and tenderness felt by lovers. So basically, the dictionary is terming love as an affection that is, created by sexual desire, tension, or strong,
Kingship.
bonds or affection that is based on
Parental,
kinship,
yeah.
or
Family.
personal ties.
What do you think about that, though?
I think it's crap.
Totally agree. Totally. Because you can really not like your parents and your siblings. You can actually not be able to show
So it just simply
love.
means you don't love them.
Yeah, it's a choice. That's
Yeah.
why it's a choice in the end of the day.
So what the dictionary basically is saying that love is attraction.
Yeah.
So I can just be attracted to you as a person or to one babe and just say that's love.
That's love.
I think that's
That's
bollocks.
gobe, because it's pretty much, it's just conji, it's lost. I think lost is
Complete pure infatuation.
infatuation, because
Lusting.
yeah, you'll be attracted sexually, enter the marriage. Use that one to enter marriage. Yeah.
For me, love is a commitment.
It is.
It is a choice to be committed to someone. More importantly, is that commitment to being on that person's side and being there for that person and caring for, nurturing that person, serving. That is the true intention of love. Serving, deciding to serve this person in their good days and their bad days for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's saying, look, I know you're not perfect. I'm imperfect. But you know what? I'm going to serve you till the end.
Yeah.
Like, love is the number one measure of knowing that someone is by your side forever. Like, if the whole world turns against me, I know that this person did for me.
Oh, well, that's tough, because there are a couple of people that truly and genuinely love each other, but in their current relationships, they may not have that, because there's a lot of things that contribute to a person being able to say, I know this person is my complete ride or die. If the whole world is against me, this person is for me. It takes a lot to get to that point, even though you can actually beat your chest and say, yeah, I feel like this person has done certain things that'll make me say that they love me.
Yeah.
But that it's like Jesus dying for you on the cross. He died. You know, say he loves you. But then your partner that you're seeing right beside you in your room, who does these little things that you're like, bro, he chose me, or he chose Quaker Oats over me, or he chose pressing his phone over me. Will he really die for me? Those are the deep things.
Oh my God. But you know, from this definition, let's step back. From this definition, it just feels like society has the wrong notion of love.
Definitely. So love is not for a person that matches it's not convenient. It doesn't match your type. It doesn't look a certain way.
You talk to a lot of young girls, some enter your DMs because they just feel like, Claire can give me like advice, like, oh my God, like there's this guy and like,
why do you have to say like that?
You know, what do you think like society thinks of love, and how do you feel like you can correct it now? Like, what is the notion of love in society, and what do you have to say about it?
I think a lot of people attach love to period. You've been with someone for 7 years. You believe that this is it. I mean, we're talking about the love that leads to marriage, right? Or the love that leads to you saying I do and walking down the aisle, right? A lot of people associate love, if it's love when it's been long enough. I don't think so. Some people would say it's love because, I mean, he gets me. I laugh at his jokes. We complete each other's sentences.
So does the comedian next door.
Right? A lot of people say it's love because their own family members believe it's love, or their friends think it's love. The outside people say, both of you look so good together. So once they say, you people are sweet couple, you believe, is love.
We're meant to be.
Yeah.
And some people, I think that they size each other. They size themselves up. He looks good. Me and him together. We look good together. Then they start chasing after that idea of love in their head.
And for those that are having sex before marriage, he's seen all parts of you. And women are very vulnerable. He's seen all parts of you. He knows how to turn you on by one finger. You believe that this is the guy.
This is love.
This is love. There are many misconceptions about love. But one thing that I know, I mean, from our own experience about love, it doesn't always look perfect, right? And that's why, I don't know. That's why I keep saying, like, I don't know how people without the Holy Spirit do life. Because when you're in a very imperfect situation, who's going to tell you that that's love? And you would know. Like, everything logical will tell you, like, this is not love. But if you do have the voice of God in your ear, you know that, hey, This is love. This is what I want to show you is love. I'm showing you it's a journey. And I think love is very spiritual. It's nothing emotional. Yes. Or physical.
Yes, those things
Yeah,
come by. They're part of it.
Yeah.
But the main core.
It's really spiritual. It's a school. You will learn under love. Love is a school. Like you go into the school of love and you understand that, hey, this trauma that you've had about forgiveness and malice and reacting in a certain way, you need to unlearn it for you to truly love. Like it's such a journey.
Yes.
Because different things and challenges will happen that will cause you to, it's just like oil.
It will
cause you to
squeeze
out
press
love.
that love. So we had the potential, we had it, but it's life, true tests in life that will help you. It's just like grapes and wine. Those who are getting in marriages or getting in relationships, what you have is an opportunity to create wine.
Yeah.
So you're just literally grapes. So true love, actually, the test of true love, or should I say, you can only say that you have loved, or you have true love when there is wine, when you have the end product of time, experience, going through the bad times, forgiveness, crying together, laughing together, sharing, compromising, serving each other, being selfless, basically,
But guess what? Even with fairy tales, right? There's always the beauty and the beast. There's
Cinderella
always
inside the casket and him waiting.
There's always the girl, and then it's towards the ending that we hear the happily ever continuous, because it's never ending, right? So there's always the ghetto. It's life. They always say like there's no success without a failure. Like you have to learn. There has to be those hiccup, moments. Yeah. We were learning. We were open to learning. We understood, because I remember during our premarital counseling, they asked us to write, what's the purpose of your union? And we actually had an idea. We're not clueless. I still have it. I know you don't. I have the copy.
I feel like, to be honest, maybe we even just wrote some of those things
because
we knew the right things to write.
No, I don't think so. I think that we've just always had an idea of what, it could look like. For example, when you ask me, why did I choose you? I really felt like we'll be an amazing team.
Our hearts were in the right place.
Our hearts were in the right place. I felt like we'll be an amazing team. And I think this is the same story for even a lot of couples that end up divorcing. At the very beginning, their hearts are in the right place. They believe the best for themselves. And then challenges in life now happen that causes them to fall apart, right? A couple of people say, oh, they just fell out of love. You don't just fall out of love. There are a lot of things that happen, like, mistrust, unforgiveness, and these are the things that really truly define what love is. So in the middle of those circumstances, they were not really loving. They were just expecting love to themselves, towards themselves.
Yeah, I think that people don't realize that love is about more the other person than you. There was something...
No, it's more you than the other person, no?
No, love.
How are you trying to say it?
More.
Like love. More you giving.
Yes. More about the other person feeling loved, being served than you. So it's more about giving than receiving. Yes. I had the wrong notion of love. I thought that this love was meant to be this symbiotic. I give you, you give me, I give you, you give me. We measure the love. I measure the one, you give me back. And I was like, almost.
And
because when they say,
one, I'm so sorry, because that measuring, it's what a lot of my gender, we do it. In fact, our mothers teach us to do it. He calls you twice. Relax. Don't call him back until evening. Don't do too much. Because which is valid. Fair. However, let me tell you, Akah,
especially if you've not married. Valid. No, if you've not married, baby, let's not talk in marriage.
Hold on. When I was dating you, when you were dating, whichever the dating, I did not for one do any of that sort to you. If I did, Akah. If I did,
it was not
no,
it was not much.
I didn't. I remember.
It was not much.
No, I didn't, and I decided, because that's just how I am. Even with strangers, if I can give you my time, I will give you my time. And with you,
So it was with no expectation of getting it back.
Exactly. No expectation of getting it back. No sense of measurement. No annoyance if I felt like, there's sometimes at some point, when you listen to this person and this person, they'll say, oh, the man should love you more than you love the man. That kind of thing. There's that gauge of society says, oh, if you marry a man that you love more than, he will show you pepper. Those kind of things that, love is not like that. Like you don't say I'm going to love him less. In fact, there was a time where we were going through like, a struggle in our marriage that the devil kept telling me, like, it's because you've loved him too much. You're too available. You're too you were always present. You never had too high expectations. You never, created, problems for him at the beginning to show him, let him work for it, that kind of thing. And you didn't let him work for it. You didn't let him sweat. And that's why you are here. Of course, you walk over you, But
do I walk over you? Hey!
Akah, that's not what we are talking about.
Answer my question.
No, you don't walk over me.
Why do you look? Why do you look?
However, there's been situations and times in our marriage
when you felt
where it's
walked over.
Yes, and that's
Excuse me, Eniola. Excuse me, can I speak?
Okay.
Can I speak, Mama?
So just like how when you were talking about a time where you were like, you can't do this, because you felt a certain way. To me, I was doing me, right? So you were doing you, but then rubbed over as you walking over me. And with growth, a lot of those things have changed.
That was the devil, though. That was the devil. That was the devil lying over me, against me. But yeah, I think we've talked about could this be love? But in conclusion,
love for a single and love for a married person. I think we've sort of been able to, yes, because for a single person it looks a certain way, and for a married person it looks a certain way.
When you were just talking now, it just occurred to me that when people ask me, or when someone asks me, are you in love? Do you love your marriage? Like, I don't interpret it as how I feel I am being poured into. I interpret it as me pouring into you. Like, I see my commitment to always evolve and change and serve and give for life. So that's what I actually even am more excited about, that I have an opportunity to pour into this woman for the rest of my life. Daily, I will get better at it. Stronger at it. And in conclusion, like I said, our notions of marriage or love, I don't know why I keep saying marriage. Our notions of love before we married was different from what it is now. So in conclusion, what is it now?
Like, what is love to us now?
No, how is it now in our relationship? Like, our love, so could this be love? Is this real love? Like, if they ask you now, are you really in love? Like, what would you answer to that, and why would you say that?
Of course I'm in love.
Is why we have love.
No, I'm in love. Of course. Of course I do the most. Of course.
I'm Ipsy. Of course.
Okay, yeah, it is love. Because love is, just like I said, commitment. It is a decision. Because there are many times that I've decided otherwise. But for me to be here, it still means that I chose love. I chose you. Did
you choose me or I chose you?
I chose
Did you marry me or I married you?
Please don't. Okay, since you want to interrupt, that's my answer.
An African man. My dear, I married you. You didn't marry me.
I chose to be with you, right? Because society has made separation and single living freedom. It has made liberation the way of existing. And
carefree.
So, just freedom from anything that's holding you back, where we interpret soft life as if it's giving you a tough time, it's not soft life.
It's not love too.
It's not love. And so I see that I'm growing each and every time we hit a roadblock. For me now, it's a deeper understanding that it's an opportunity more than a challenge. It's an opportunity to grow. I feel like our love is better when we are both in love with Jesus. That's what I've noticed. So now I know I'm in love because I see you're in love with Jesus. I'm in love with Jesus. And so there is that guarantee that the things that are outside of us, beyond our reach, can sort of be safe in. It's like a house, like it's where in is refuge, a safe haven where things can sort of be sorted out.
And how does that actually play out? Like, how does that then become practical in real life?
Yeah, in real life, it is when we don't completely agree on something, or when we don't even agree at all. It's not a reason to be upset. It's not a reason to hit my head on the wall continuously. It's an opportunity to speak to Jesus about it. So that's what it looks like for me.
And
so,
I really believe in that,
yeah.
that, saying you can disagree, but don't be disagreeable. You can disagree and have disagreements without being disagreeable. And I think that that's a mantra in life that I also want to even especially if they are not like fundamental issues. Like,
for me, it's fundamental, dear. Fundamental was not fundamental. Let's not even go there. Just collect how I'm loving you today. I love you. We'll continue on that disagreement.
oh my God, I'm excited to be in love with this woman and to do life with this woman. Thank you so much.
You
for
tell me,
watching
no,
and for listening to us.
Akah, Yaljuro.
What?
You tell me why you love me and how this is love.
That was not the question.
Nah, I want to hear. It's Valentine. Tell me.
It's not Valentine, but
where is my gift?
Okay.
This is the gifts I want.
You know what? This is
why
love.
is this not love? This is love.
This is love.
Why?
Because every day I find myself catching my breath about how much I am willing to do life with this woman if I had the chance to take like time back. Like if I could go back in time, I would still do life with this woman. Like every day I look at this woman and she becomes more beautiful.
Thank you.
Like I look at her and I'm like, I see her growth, I see my growth, and I couldn't have been here or been the man I am without this woman. Like there is no doubt that my life would have taken another turn if this woman was not in my life. Like just her presence is like already a blessing. Do you get what I'm saying? I look at my daughter, I look at the cutest baby in the world, the most beautiful thing I have ever made. Like the best thing that has ever come out of me. Like when you take into account my life, my life's work, my everything in my account, like the best thing that Akah has ever done is because of this woman. When I look at our baby, that's how I feel. Like I check myself and I'm just like, I want to give this woman everything. I want to have the opportunity to give this woman the world. That's how I know this is love. You know? So for me, this is love. Thank you for watching, Akah and Claire. See you next week. We'll be talking about the role of money in the place. No, the role of money in love. Yes. Oh, the role of. What did we say? Yeah. Bye-bye. Happy Valentine. And yeah, this is Aaron, our love mascot. Yeah. Okay.
Cheers. Bye-bye.